again, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So today's video is going to be kind of the pre-K, I guess, curriculum that I'm going to be using with Emmy. When we start our school year, Emmy will be 3.5. She doesn't turn 4 until November. I don't necessarily know what kind of label to put on it because I don't know what we're going to be doing next year. It will really depend if she's ready for kindergarten stuff or if she's not. So this is just going to be Emmy's preschool pre-K year. Similar to what I showed when I did Alani's curriculum video, I printed out this just to help organize myself, and there is just a lot less for Emmy, obviously. Again, she's not even 3.5 right now, but no front and back this time. And some of these I just completely blocked out because they weren't even necessary. I looked through the teacher's guide for gentle and classical, and I also looked through the teacher's guide for core knowledge. Between the two of those, I probably would have gone with gentle and classical. But the thing is, I already have playing preschool, and Emmy loves it. So we're just going to do this again. This is something that I am going to try to stick to a little more strictly this year because I do want her to have more of a routine. She loves the circle time aspect of things. She loves when we're singing and reading stories and doing all of the activities. So I want to make sure that we just stick with this basically. I think this is really gonna work really well for us for language arts as well as for math. And then we'll also just use my busy binders for that as well. If you don't know, I have a website where I have free printables, but I also have busy binders, which are a bunch of different printable activities that you can put in one binder, and they're all hands-on. It's something that both my girls have enjoyed, and we're just going to continue using that. This is the spring one that I currently have out right now because it's spring, but it's colors as well as matching, and then lowercase and capital letters, counting, puzzles, lots of different things. So we enjoy using this. It's nice, it's hands-on, and then I just have a ton of resources already because I've done all of this stuff with Alani. So we have a lot of things in our home that I know we can use, from pom-poms to different magnets for shapes, different games that we have. We also have, I can't remember what it's called, but the learning resources thing where it has just the lines and the curves and you make letters with it. So there's just lots of stuff that we have. I don't feel like we really need any sort of crazy curriculum. And this is gonna be the first year that I really have to focus on doing what the state requires for Alani. So it is gonna be so much easier on me if we stick with this. So I'm really excited. Emmy loves this. She loves the songs and everything. So that's gonna be great. We're gonna use this for math as well. And I'm thinking we might possibly use ZEARN. I've talked about ZEARN because we use Eureka Math and it is free, but it aligns with Eureka Math, which is something that I love. But ZEARN has announced that starting this summer, they will have lesson videos available for kindergarten math. Now, Emmy is not doing kindergarten, but I do feel that some of the aspects of the kindergarten math are gonna be just fine for her, especially just the very beginning of things. So we might start doing those for kindergarten math, and I think that she's really going to enjoy that. I had signed up for the webinar where they discussed the different things that would be coming to the ZEARN platform, and from what I saw of what they previewed of the kindergarten math, I think it's really attainable, and I think that Emmy is really gonna enjoy it. Another thing that I will be using for both language arts and math is the Measured Mom Plus account that I have. I paid for the membership and there's just so much. I said before, I was tired of looking through Teachers Pay Teachers for things. So I have everything I need basically for phonics and mathematics, for the grades at least that I need, right within Measured Mom Plus. So I have a ton to work with when it comes into bringing in additional things. And we are going to be using Explode the Code. Well, the primers for that. So the go for the code, get set for the code, get ready for the code. I have no idea how many we're gonna go through. It really just depends on Emmy's interest, but we are going to be using these. This is something that Alani loved. This is something that I love, and I am going to continue it with Emmy. For science and geography, Emmy is going to be doing a lot with Alani. So She's going to be part of the science experiments. She loves learning alongside with Torchlight, but I do have her little passports subscription. So she is receiving once a month a box that we get to explore, and that has been really fun and something that is special for her. I don't want it to always be her tagging along with whatever Alani is doing, so I do want to make sure there are special things for her as well. And I talked in my video with Alani's curriculum. We are going to take a lot more advantage of the museums and the different places that we have to visit around us. Something we will specifically be doing all together is Homeschool Languages Spanish. This is something we are going to do as a family. I'm super excited about it. And we have other things as well that we will be using with this. I have a few resources from Hola Amigo, and I also have some resources from Hobby Hobby. So those are things that we will be using with our homeschool languages. I've also talked about how much we love the podcast Eat Your Spanish. So another thing that we listen to in the car, it's really helpful because it's just learning Spanish on our way to the zoo or anything like that. So that's been really good. The last thing I'm going to touch on is art and music. So outside of what we are going to be using within our home, I will make sure to have the girls signed up for different classes. I just have to figure out what I specifically want to do for Emmy's music classes. We have a place that's only about maybe 10 minutes away from us that I want to get her signed up for music. And Alani is kind of too old for that class, so that'll probably be a hang back for her. We're fortunate that my husband works from home, so we are able to kind of do that kind of stuff. And for art, I do want to sign Alani up for an art class. I'm still not sure about Emmy. I think when she's older, I'll start putting the money toward art classes specifically. But for now, I think that we can address a lot within the home, especially with the different crafts that we can find on Pinterest or through playing preschool. I think that's going to be easily addressed at home, and I won't necessarily have to do a specific art class for that. The cool thing is Alani has signed up for a lot of camps this summer, so Emmy and I are going to get a head start on doing some one-on-one things when it comes to her learning. That is something that I really had a chance. I had about 2.5 years with Alani one-on-one that I didn't really have that with Emmy being the second child. So I do look forward to that time where we really get to focus just with the two of us. That's going to be it for this video though. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.